Attractiveness is often thought of as something based on appearance, what we wear, how we look, or the words we use. But real attraction goes deeper than the surface. It's about the kind of energy you give off, the routines you follow, and the way you carry yourself through daily life. Today I want to talk about 11 small but powerful habits that make you quietly attractive. These aren't habits that scream for attention, they gently pull people toward you. The first habit is truly listening. Many times we focus more on what we want to say next instead of giving our full attention to what the other person is saying. But when you really listen, when you're fully present in the conversation, you show the other person that they matter. This creates a quiet but powerful connection, stronger than any clever remark. The second habit is being completely present. We live in a time where distractions are everywhere, but those who are able to be truly present with others always seem to shine brighter. Being present shows emotional strength and self-control. The third habit is being authentic. Being yourself without trying to be someone else is one of the most attractive things you can do. When you embrace who you really are, you give others permission to do the same. This builds trust and a sense of comfort. People feel naturally drawn to those who are genuine, not to those who are putting on an act or trying to seem flawless. The fourth habit is staying consistent. People who show up every day, who stay true to their values and actions, are deeply attractive. It's not about being perfect, it's about being dependable. Consistency builds respect and trust, both of which play a big part in attraction. The fifth habit is empathy. When you can put yourself in someone else's place and understand their emotions, you create a deep connection. Empathy doesn't always need words. It's a quiet understanding that makes people feel seen and valued. Another key habit is giving space for others to talk. The people who draw others in the most are often those who let others shine. Instead of dominating conversations, they support and lift up others. This shows quiet confidence, the kind that doesn't need to prove anything and therefore gains real admiration. The seventh habit is humility. Those who know their value but don't feel the need to show it off are incredibly attractive. Being humble doesn't make you less valuable. It makes you more approachable and real, and people are naturally drawn to that. Being aware of your body language is another habit that makes you quietly appealing. It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. The way you walk, stand, make eye contact, and express yourself without words sends strong signals. The ninth habit is taking care of yourself. When you look after your emotional, mental, and physical health, it shows that you respect yourself. People are drawn to those who can be their own source of strength and balance. The 10th habit is having a clear sense of purpose. People who know what drives them and who keep working towards something, even if they don't have everything figured out, carry a quiet power. That direction and commitment is very attractive. Finally, the 11th habit is being patient. In a world that often wants things right away, patience is rare and powerful. Those who can wait for the right time and let things unfold naturally give off a peaceful confidence. Patience shows self-restraint and trust in life's process. Attraction isn't about being the loudest in the room or being noticed all the time. It's about the way you live, how you treat others, how you make them feel, and the small choices you make daily. The people who are the most attractive are often not trying to stand out. They simply do because of who they are and how they behave. True attractiveness isn't limited to how you look on the outside. The most powerful traits are the ones you can't always see. In today's world, we're constantly reminded of outer beauty. Advertisements, social media, and movies all highlight physical looks. Because of this, we often forget that what truly pulls people in is much deeper. Sure, looks might grab someone's attention at first, but it's those subtle inner traits that leave a lasting impact and make someone unforgettable. You might hear people say, beauty is only skin deep. And while there's truth to that, it doesn't fully explain what makes someone deeply attractive. So the strongest kind of attraction comes not from what we see, but from what we feel. It's about the way someone makes us feel safe, understood, and appreciated. It's about how they move through the world and treat the people in it. These invisible traits create strong, lasting impressions. often more powerful than outward beauty. Think about people who seem to light up a room when they walk in. What is it that makes people notice them before they even speak? Is it their calm energy, the confidence in how they carry themselves, or is it the way they make others feel important and heard? This kind of attraction is quiet but very real. One of the strongest invisible qualities is confidence. When someone enters a room feeling like they belong, they don't have to say anything for others to feel it. True confidence isn't loud or boastful. It's a calm, steady awareness of one's own worth. People who are confident in a grounded way don't seek praise or approval. They already know their value. This makes them incredibly attractive because others feel safe around them. Confidence like this draws people in, not because it demands attention, but because it offers comfort and strength. But confidence alone isn't enough. Real attraction also involves being able to connect with others deeply. In a noisy world where everyone wants to be heard, those who take the time to listen truly stand apart. Listening with full attention, without thinking about your reply, shows care and respect. It shows that the other person matters to you. When someone listens with sincerity, it invites others to open up. This type of attention is rare, and that makes it extremely attractive. People naturally connect with those who make them feel understood and respected. Being fully present is also a powerful trait. We are constantly pulled in different directions by phones, schedules, and obligations. But people who give others their full attention, even just for a moment, stand out in the best way. When you're present, you make others feel important. That feeling sticks with them. It's not flashy, but it has a deep and lasting impact. Being present says, I see you and you matter, without needing to say those words out loud. And this quiet kind of care builds bonds and draws people in. Another quietly powerful trait is staying calm in tough situations. Life is full of surprises and stressful moments. When someone can remain composed, they provide a sense of balance to everyone around them. Calmness in chaos shows strength and confidence. People feel safe around those who don't panic under pressure. These individuals are often seen as dependable and wise. By choosing to stay grounded instead of reacting quickly, they gain respect and trust. This kind of steadiness is very attractive, even if it isn't loud or obvious at first. When we focus on building these internal habits, things like patience, kindness, and presence, we not only become more attractive, but we also create deeper and more meaningful relationships. In a world that often values what's on the outside, these quieter traits are what truly make someone stand out. They are what people remember long after first impressions fade. These habits help you build a life of connection, trust, and depth. They're not about changing who you are, but becoming more of who you already are at your core. Those who show up daily with a strong sense of duty, who keep their word, and who stay committed even when no one is watching, are the ones who grow the most. Success in life, whether in relationships, work, or personal goals, is built on consistency, not random moments of greatness. Flashy achievements may get attention for a while, but it's the slow, steady efforts behind the scenes that lead to lasting results. This same idea holds true in leadership. A true leader doesn't need to be loud or dramatic. They lead by example and are always there when their team needs them. Great leaders don't rely on fancy speeches or grand shows of power. What makes them different is their ability to be present for their team, to give steady support, and to create an atmosphere of respect and trust through everyday actions. A leader who listens, gives honest feedback, and stands by their team consistently earns real loyalty. In contrast, a leader who only appears during major events and tries to impress with big gestures often struggles to build long-term credibility because their effort lacks follow-through. These small, regular actions matter just as much in personal development. Becoming a better version of yourself is not something that happens overnight. It's a long process. Whether you're trying to improve your mental health, physical fitness, or career skills, real change comes from what you do every single day. Instead of trying to make huge changes all at once, focus on small steps. These daily actions build up over time and lead to meaningful growth. You don't need to transform everything in a day, just focus on being consistent with the little things. Practicing mindfulness, sticking to a daily routine, or reading a bit every day may seem small, but they build up over time. These regular habits form a solid base for personal growth, far better than quick fixes that only bring short-lived results. People often ignore the power of small, steady steps because they don't give us fast satisfaction. We live in an age where everyone wants immediate results, always looking for the next easy way to succeed. But real improvement, whether in our lives or our relationships, comes from constant effort, from showing up even when there's nothing to show yet. The most meaningful changes often come from actions that aren't flashy or praised, but grow into something powerful over time. It's important to understand how much small actions matter. The way you treat others, the way you keep your word, and the work you put in daily. These are the things that build trust, shape your identity, and leave a lasting mark. Big changes don't always come from bold moves, but from the simple choices you make every day that lead you forward. Next time you feel like chasing something grand or expect success to come fast, remind yourself that it's the consistent, small efforts that make real change happen. Every single day gives you a new chance to improve, to learn, and to create something valuable. Keep going on your path, have faith in the process, and believe that these little steps you take now will turn into something much bigger than any single dramatic move. It's the steady, continued effort that leads to real transformation, step by step, moment by moment. Silence and being fully present can sometimes have a stronger effect than speaking. We're surrounded by constant noise, opinions, and distractions, and in the middle of all this, we forget how powerful just being present can be. In conversations or chaotic situations, it's the quiet moments, the pauses and shared silence that often have the most meaning. The silence is not just emptiness, it's a space where connection, care, and understanding can grow. It can carry more weight than spoken words and can go deeper than anything language can express. Silence creates room for thinking, understanding, and emotional depth. Some of the most meaningful experiences in life don't come from long conversations, but from peaceful, shared moments. Think back to a time you sat with someone in silence, maybe watching the sky change at sunset, or walking side by side without saying anything. In those times, silence didn't take away from the connection. If anything, it made it stronger. With no need to talk constantly, silence allows you to truly feel the moment, to connect on a level that talking might distract from. Real silence can speak louder than any conversation. In relationships, silence can express deep support and care. Sometimes words just aren't enough, or nothing you say feels right. In those moments, your presence matters more than your words. Just sitting beside someone while they're going through something hard, sharing the weight of their feelings without trying to solve it, can be incredibly powerful. That quiet presence says, "I'm here with you," which is sometimes all a person needs. Words might fall short, but silence can be comforting in a way that language cannot. Silence also ties closely with being truly present. Being present means giving full attention to the person or situation in front of you. Often presence and silence go together. When you're fully present, you're really listening, really watching, and carefully choosing how to respond. Being present creates space for real connections to form, for deep understanding to grow without the interference of distractions or assumptions. In this way, silence is not just the absence of sound, it's an active form of engagement. When you're truly paying attention, your quietness has meaning. You begin to notice how others feel, what they're not saying, and what they truly need. When someone speaks, being present means you're not just waiting for your turn, but genuinely absorbing what they're trying to share. That kind of silence shows real attention and respect, and it strengthens the bond between you and the other person. Being quiet and fully present can also help bring peace and focus during stressful or emotional times. Have you ever noticed how a short pause, a deep breath, or just a moment of stillness can change the mood of a conversation? That small gap can help reset the moment. It gives people a chance to think before reacting. Silence not only calms your mind, but also gives space for thoughtful responses. It's a way to lower tension, to avoid emotional outbursts, and to respond more wisely. Silence is a tool that helps slow things down and gives you time to approach things with more care and clarity. In a busy world full of distractions, silence is also important for looking inward. True moments of self-reflection are hard to find, but they usually come when everything is quiet. In those silent moments, you start to hear your own thoughts more clearly. You can figure out what really matters to you and reconnect with your inner self. Silence helps you understand your emotions, your values, and your direction. It helps you stay true to yourself and live more honestly. Being present isn't just about showing up for others, it's about showing up for yourself too. One of the most attractive qualities someone can have is authenticity. In a world where many people feel the pressure to act a certain way, those who stay true to who they are naturally stand out. Being authentic means you don't pretend to be someone else. You don't try to fit into roles that don't suit you or wear a mask just to please others. You know who you are and you live by that truth. This kind of honesty makes others feel safe and builds strong, real connections. When someone is authentic, it's easy to trust them. You understand their values and what they stand for. They don't need to impress you, they just show up as themselves. They accept their flaws and don't try to hide them, which makes them more relatable and easier to connect with. Real relationships are built on truth, not on pretending. The more true you are to yourself, the more others feel comfortable being real with you too. On the other hand, when someone is hiding their true self, it creates a barrier. We've all been in situations where we could sense someone wasn't being real. Even if they didn't say anything wrong, something felt off. That feeling creates a kind of wall between people. When someone's not being authentic, it makes the connection feel shallow, like there's no real depth. But when you're honest about who you are, you break through that wall. You make space for real connection and trust. What makes authenticity so powerful is that it invites others to do the same. It takes courage to be your real self, especially in a world that often rewards appearances and perfection. But showing your true self, including your weaknesses and emotions, creates strong bonds with others. Vulnerability might look like weakness from the outside, but it's actually one of the strongest ways to connect. When you're open about your struggles, mistakes, and feelings, it gives others permission to be open too. That kind of honesty builds closeness, understanding, and mutual respect. People are naturally drawn to those who aren't afraid to be human. These honest connections go far deeper than any small talk or fake smiles ever could. Authenticity also helps you grow as a person. When you stick to what you believe in, it gives you space to reflect and improve. You stop chasing success based on what others think is important. Instead, you focus on what truly matters to you. Being authentic gives you the power to follow your true passions, to set goals that match your values, and to make decisions that come from your heart. You stop living for others and start living for yourself. That's when real growth happens. By staying true to yourself, you unlock the freedom to explore what fulfills you. You stop comparing your journey to someone else's and start focusing on your own purpose. Authenticity is not about being perfect. It's about being real, being honest, and being consistent with your inner values. And that's what builds a meaningful life. When you live this way, you not only feel more at peace with yourself, but you also inspire others to do the same. The impact of your truth can ripple out far beyond what you imagine. One genuine person can make a huge difference just by being real. When you live in a way that reflects your true self, your life becomes more meaningful, aligned, and fulfilling. This kind of alignment brings people into your life who share similar values or admire the same things, helping you build a community of people who support and uplift one another. Being genuine is powerful because it draws in those who feel connected to who you really are. Once you stop trying to be someone you're not, you make room for real bonds to grow. People are naturally attracted to those who feel at ease with themselves, who accept both their strengths and their weaknesses. Being authentic builds trust and forms the base for deep connections and lasting impact across all areas of life. So when you're torn between fitting in and being yourself, choose to show up as the real you. That's where your real power lies. By accepting who you are, flaws, strengths, and all, you open the door to the most powerful relationships and the biggest difference you can make. Authenticity isn't just appealing, it changes lives, yours and those you interact with. When you show up as your true self, you give others permission to do the same, helping create a world where genuine connections flourish. In a world full of noise, those who remain centered and calm often become the ones who stand out. The non-stop flow of messages, the fast pace of modern life, and the constant stream of information can leave us feeling anxious, scattered, and disconnected. It's easy to forget what really matters: our priorities, our values, and the people closest to us. But those who can stay above the noise, focus their attention, and keep their cool, even when everything is moving fast, are the ones who have true strength. Their calm presence and full attention naturally attract others. They bring a sense of peace and certainty that people admire. Focus is a rare but incredibly valuable skill. It's also tough to hold on to. Our attention is pulled from every direction: phones, social platforms, work stress, and outside distractions. In many ways, we become used to being scattered. But real focus, the kind that allows us to give our full attention to one task or person with intention and clarity, is powerful and magnetic. When someone can focus, they show they care about the moment they're in, whether that's with a task, a conversation, or a goal. Being able to focus tells others that you are fully present. In a time where people are often only half listening or distracted by devices, giving someone your full attention is a rare and valuable gift. It shows that you see them, that you hear them, and that you truly value what they're saying. This builds strong connections and creates a deeper sense of trust. Whether it's a friendship, a work relationship, or a romantic bond, being fully present makes a big difference. People notice when you genuinely listen and respond thoughtfully. On the flip side, they can tell when you're distracted or only half paying attention. Staying focused communicates respect and care, and that helps build a strong foundation in any relationship. It's uncommon to meet someone who listens completely, who pauses to understand before responding or forming opinions. This kind of listening and attention doesn't just make others feel important, it also strengthens your influence and impact. Focus creates clarity, improves communication, and forms bonds that are based on understanding and trust. It's a small act that carries great weight, especially in a world filled with constant interruptions. Staying calm during stressful times is another rare and powerful quality that sets people apart. Everyone goes through tough situations, whether it's a serious conversation, a high-stakes task, or a personal hardship. During these moments, it's easy to get emotional, say things we don't mean, or feel like we're losing control. But the people who can stay steady, who take a moment to breathe, gather their thoughts, and respond with care, are often seen as dependable, strong, and grounded. Consequently, calmness is a type of strength that helps others feel secure around you. It shows that no matter how intense things get, you can manage with thoughtfulness and stability. When you're calm, you offer peace to those around you. People feel comforted just being near someone who remains balanced when things get tough. This is especially important for those in leadership roles, where calmness becomes not just a personal strength, but a guiding force for the entire group. A leader who keeps their cool helps everyone else stay centered too. They don't have to be loud or forceful. They lead through a quiet strength and a steady presence that gives others courage and trust. When you can stay calm and focused, you also make better choices. Stress, noise, and emotional overload can cloud your thinking. In those moments, it's easy to act without thinking or make choices based on pressure rather than purpose. But when you slow down and stay grounded, you give yourself the space to think clearly, weigh your options, and choose the path that aligns with your true values. In today's fast-moving world, people are often expected to react quickly, but thoughtful decisions are the ones that lead to long-term success. The ability to pause, reflect, and respond with care is becoming more and more valuable. It's not just about appearing wise or thoughtful, it actually helps you make smarter moves that support your long-term well-being. This way of responding shows maturity and control. It means you're not just reacting to life, but actively shaping it. By keeping your emotions in check and your mind clear, you allow logic and insight to guide your actions. That balance between emotion and reason makes all the difference in work, in relationships, and in everyday life. The benefits of focus and calmness go far beyond how others see you. They also improve your own life in deep and lasting ways. Living in a state of constant distraction drains your energy. It leads to stress, exhaustion, and a feeling that you're always behind. You might feel like you're doing a lot but never really accomplishing anything that matters. But when you take control of your attention and stay grounded, you begin to feel more centered and at peace. Real focus lets you fully experience the moment, while calmness helps you face challenges without being overwhelmed. These two qualities give you the ability to act with purpose rather than just react out of habit. When you're focused, you're not just busy, you're productive and intentional, and when you're calm, you're not avoiding stress. You're handling it with strength and care. Together, these qualities help you build a life that feels both meaningful and balanced. They help you stay connected to what's important and let go of the noise that doesn't serve you. In doing so, you feel more in control, more aware, and more satisfied with how you live. In a world that rewards speed over depth and constant activity over thoughtful rest, presence is a rare and beautiful thing. Being truly present, giving someone your full attention, being aware of your surroundings and engaging in the here and now is incredibly powerful. It means you're not stuck in the past or worried about what might happen. You're right here, giving your energy to the moment in front of you. And that presence makes a difference. It deepens relationships, improves the quality of your work, and makes everyday life feel more real. People feel noticed and respected when you're fully present with them. You don't need to have all the answers, you just need to show up with your whole self. In return, you'll find that people trust you more, open up to you more, and value your presence. In a distracted world, your attention becomes a gift. And when you give that gift freely and intentionally, you help create deeper understanding and true connection. Focus and calm give you the strength to offer that gift, to stay grounded in the moment, and to live each day with purpose. Let's choose to develop these qualities and encourage others to do the same. The strength to focus and remain calm doesn't just improve how we connect with others, it improves our own experience of life. These traits help us navigate pressure, form real relationships, and make thoughtful decisions. They give us the power to move through life with direction and grace, even when the world feels chaotic. They remind us that we don't have to rush through everything or be everywhere at once. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is simply be present, focused, calm, and fully aware of what truly matters.